Hey y'all, JS Creations Art Sanity here, and this is part 2 of the Patriotic Hydro Dipping with the Marabu paints. So, for part 1, I show you all the dipping process, and I did a couple of cups and some pins. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave it linked in here, and I'll have it in the description below, so be sure to check that out. So in this video here, I'm going to show you how I finished everything up that I dipped. So it's been, at least a week to week and a half of these items just sitting and drying before I actually come back to finish them all up. So for this one here, I went through my stash of stuff, found these stickers, thought it would be good for this cup. So I just cut them out individually, have them laid out, and I'm just sticking them wherever I think they're going to look good. Once I stick them on there, they're stuck. So you'll see I kind of lay them out. Look at it, make sure that, I like it there, it's going to look okay before actually sticking it down. Because, like I said, once I stick it, it's going to be stuck. I don't want to try to peel it up because I will ruin the cup. This does not have like a protective layer over the paint. There's no clear coat spray, nothing. It's just straight on the dried paint. So yeah, once they're stuck, they're stuck. I'm not going to try to, peel them up to move them or anything. I don't want to ruin the cup. So I'm just going to continue sticking these all around the cup. And here they are. So now I'm going to come in with some Mod Podge and cover this whole cup with Mod Podge. I really want to make sure that I get the stickers, because this is just going to help and secure those stickers in place for when I put the resin on top. So I'm just going to cover the whole cup with the Mod Podge, and then I will let it set at least 24 hours before coming and doing a coat of resin. So once I have this done, I have it on my honeycomb insert for my turner. Once I get all the Mod Podge on, I will slip it down in the bottle that I use for a drying rack. And it'll sit there for 24 hours before doing the top coat of resin. Okay, for these 3 pins, I am just using clear resin. I'm just putting a clear coat of resin on these pins, and they're going to be done. So these 3 here are the darker ones that I did, and these are actually the 3 that I double dipped too. So they did come out darker than the others that were just single dips. So just putting a clear coat of resin on here, making sure that it's all good and covered, slipping it back underneath the rubber bands, and it's just going to spin on my turner until they are cured. So with my resin that I have left in my cup, I'm going to put some of this white ignition dust. It's from Rebel Glitters. I got it from Drier Days. I have no idea if she still has this stuff or not. I've had this for quite a while. I put very little in this the resin that I had, just enough to give this cup here a little sparkle. If you use the crystal diamond extra fine glitter that you can just get at Walmart, that works just as well to give you a little bit of sparkle like this ignition dust does. So for this cup here, this is the one that had the light blue base coat on it. And I've decided to leave this one as is. I like it so much like this that I put a little bit of that sparkle in there and going to cover this cup. And this one's going to be good. I'm going to leave it just like that. I hit it with my heat gun, get any bubbles, and covered it. Now, that cup I did end up coming back. I had a little spot at the bottom that didn't get resin, so I did have to put another coat on there, and it was just clear. And I just leave them spin on my turners until they're cured. So for this cup here, like I said, it's been about 24 hours since we put the Mod Podge on the stickers, and I'm just putting a clear coat on here, making sure that I get good coverage, especially around those stickers, the bottom, the top, and I will hit this with my heat gun to get any bubbles, smooth it all out, and I will leave it spinning on my turner until it is cured. So for these 3 pins, I decided to give them a little sparkle. So I have mixed up some of this red, blue, that white there is actually the crystal diamond, and then some of that 24 karat gold. And I just put a little bit in that Dixie cup, stirred it all together, and then I put it in this like glitter shaker because I don't want these pins covered. I just want a little sprinkle on there just for some little added interest, a little sparkle to them. So I will put on a clear coat of resin first, make sure it's all covered, and then just do a little sprinkle over the top. And then I will slip them. I've got my turner going over there. I will slip them on my turner and leave them spinning until they are cured. Now I do come back in here and put a clear coat of resin on top of these pins, on top of the glitter, because the glitter is sitting on top of the resin. So just to cover the glitter that I do put on, I come back after these are cured and put another layer of clear on them. Again, leave them spinning and until they're cured, and then I will show you everything done at the end. So here these 3 are done. Like I said, I will put another top coat on over this glitter. And here they are all finished. So let me know what you guys think. I do have a video showing you how I prep and finish my cups, and also a video showing you how I prep and finish my pins. I will leave those linked in here and also in the description below, so be sure to check those out. So let me know what you guys think of these. You know, I like them all. I like the added sparkle on these ones here. I like the darker ones. Those are the ones that I double dipped. But I still think my favorite out of this group is that skinny tumbler over there that had the light blue base. Sorry for the noise if you heard that. My phone is going off. I meant to turn that off. And I want to take a second to say thank you to all of our men and women in the armed forces for your service, and also a big thank you to their families back home. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment. And until next time, see ya.